Hey folks, Brian Blessing coming to you from Las Vegas here at bangthebook.com, and we're talking Stanley Cup playoffs, best time of the year. Follow me on Twitter at Brian Blessing, and we'll have Stanley Cup podcast with Adam Burke, our good friend at bangthebook.com. All right, we start in the Eastern Conference. Series prices, Tampa Bay, just an incredible season for this group. They're a $4 favorite. I will say this. The regular season's one thing, playoffs are a different. Columbus played playoff hockey just to get in. There is a lot of talent there. I couldn't lay $4. I still think Tampa Bay comes out of the East, but I can see Columbus pushing them here and making this a six-game series. Toronto and Boston. Bruins are $1.50. Actually, as a number looks a little bit low to me just because I think Toronto's really flawed in their own end of the rink, but they clearly have a truckload of firepower up front with Matthews and Marner. These could be high-scoring hockey games. Carolina and Washington, I think if the Caps get out of this first round, they're the danger play at 10-1 to come out of the East, playing with house money, with Ovechkin having won a cup and that anvil's off his shoulders. And then Pittsburgh and the Islanders. Murray better come up big here because the Islanders are really frustrating to play against. They clog the neutral zone. But who will it be? Will Leonard, Grice, whoever it is, and Trotz in that system, do they have enough firepower to get by the Penguins? So it's intriguing. Now, from a totals perspective, know that the games are different the way they're played, and it's reflected in the Game 1 numbers. The one game that is pretty much akin to what we saw in the regular season, and that's the Blue Jackets total at 6.5. I still think the totals are going to start being deflated. Watch for these numbers to consistently come down. Penguins Islanders in Game 1, that total is 5.5 again. Talking about a Islanders game, I think will play it close to the vest. Then the Maple Leafs and Bruins, this one's at 6. I think in the regular season, that's a number, could have been 6.5. And the Hurricanes and Capitals, the total here is 5.5. Don't forget last year, hope he didn't even start the playoffs, but then he came in and he got his act together. But again, I think Washington is playing with house money. I'm not in love with any of the series this year. I got like one in the West. I think the way to approach this is on a game-by-game basis. I like higher in select series. I like higher scoring games in Game 1. Teams kind of go for it. Then Game 2, that sense of urgency ratchets up, and the team that's down plays it much closer to the vest. So closer to the vest. I like higher scoring games in Game 1, lower scoring games in Game 2. I still say Tampa comes out of the East. I do think that Washington is the main danger. For you here at bangthebook.com, talking Stanley Cup playoffs, I'm Brian Blessing, and we'll get a video out for you here on the Western Conference Playoff Series in the NHL.